you never know with the super organising things.
It's meant to be a team building night.
So?
There's more to life than getting drunk, you know.
Like what? Hello again, Joe.
What's up?
Come in.
Sure. Can you wipe your feet first? Can I get you both a cup of tea? Coffee?
No.
What's been happening?
Nothing.
Oh, we've had reports of an argument.
Shouting, screaming.
Look, I'm sorry, but it's quiet round here. Nothing much happens. The neighbours tend to overreact. Exaggerate.
Not exactly the first time, though, Joe, is it?
Okay, so we had a disagreement, maybe raised our voices a little too loud. So what?
Where's Lisa?
Upstairs?
You go. I'll stay here.
Why?
Well, because, you know,
You go. I'll stay here.
Lisa's fine. I'm sure she'd rather be left alone.
back in a minute.
Take a seat. Make yourself more comfortable.
I'll stand.
Lisa? Lisa, you all right?
Yeah.
Is this going to take long?
Might. Might not.
Well, I'm meeting a client soon. I really have to be there. I'm an estate agent. Hey, I've got some really nice two-bedroom apartments. I could let you have a look if you're interested.
Drop the act. You're fooling no one.
I'm just trying to make conversation.
Don't.
Are you always this cheerful?
When I'm around people like you,
Meaning?
work it out.
There is nothing that we can do unless you press charges.
But I'm the one who'd suffer.
I told you, get a restraining order, keep him away from you.
Do you think he'd take any notice of that?
Well, he would have to if he wanted to keep out of the nick. How long is he going to get away with this? How long are you going to let him?
I'm sorry. I can't.
Oh, come on. I don't know what your problem is. Most bobbies would love the recognition. I would.
I don't need somebody patting me on the back or my face in the paper to tell me I've done a good job.
I know, but you know what they'll have? Hero PC rescues girl in blazing inferno.
Control to 5382, over.
5382 receiving over.
Make your way to Logan's Electrics. Security holding youth for fraudulent use of checkbook, over.
On our way, Sarge.
What's taking them so long?
No, you're right. They are taking a while. She must be pressing charges.
I want you both out of here.
Sit down.
Or what?
Sit down. Or is this supposed to scare me?
You're either very brave or very stupid.
I won't tell you again. Sit down and be quiet.
Who do you think you're talking to? This is my house. I didn't invite you in here.
I'm warning you.
Don't push it, love. I'm gonna go upstairs and see my wife. Lisa!
Stay away from her! Hands behind your back. Now!
Ma'am?
He went for me. Come on your feet. Come on! I can handle this.
Clearly not. What were you doing? You'll be all right, mate.
I want to press charges against him.
What am I being arrested for?
Hitting your wife and assaulting an officer.
It's her who should be arrested. You attacked me.
Self-defense.
Oh, do me a favour. I'm in agony here.
We'll get you a doctor back at the station.
I don't want a doctor. I want a solicitor. I want to make a complaint. I want you done.
I hope you're not threatening an officer. Again.
You saw what she did to me.
Don't know what you're talking about, mate.
Right, I want your number as well as hers. What is it? 5549.
49, yeah. Can you remember that? Or do you want it writing down?
We'll get someone to come back. Oh, can't you do it? I'll have to make my own statement first. It'll be fine.
You coming, Lisa? Lisa? She won't say a thing. My wife won't press charges against me, you know.
It's this one. So. Connie's on his way out. Nice one. Let him up! What happened?
Who do I see about making a complaint?
And what would that be about then?
Your female officer attacked me. I think she's broken me ribs.
He's trying it on.
She's got it in for me.
Leave it with me. There's a doctor on his way. And once we've got you booked in, we'll arrange a solicitor.
I can cover for you if you want.
I don't need it.
Yes, you do. That was excessive, and I should know. I'm the expert. I've never seen you like that before. What got into you?
What do you think will happen?
To him or to you?
He banged my head against the wall. He threatened me.
Well, then we arrest him. I mean, it's one thing to defend yourself, but it did look like you were getting a bit carried away. No, I'll rephrase that. You were getting carried away.
I know.
And you know what they're like these days. If you don't play it by the book, upstairs will crucify you.
I had to stop him.
Self-defense, then. OK?
Thought we had him back there. Did you get a good look at him? What do you reckon? Mid-20s, 5'10", 5'11"?
Name's Carl Owen, 26, lives at 319 Thornley Grange. He's my cousin.
How have you been, Lisa?
Fine. I hadn't expected a visit from you.
I wanted to talk to you myself. Tell you how glad I am you finally decided to make a stand.
I've changed my mind. I'm not pressing charges. I'm fine, really. Things aren't that bad.
I know you're scared.
Look, most of the time he's okay.
Most.
Look, I just don't want to, all right?
But I'll only encourage him to carry on.
Just go.
I want to help.
No.
What's up? Have you drawn the short straw?
Something like that. Everyone else is busy.
Susan's out at the moment.
Not to worry. Who am I examining?
Joe Carson. Don't be fooled by the nice guy routine. He's in here regular for beating his wife. Anyway, nice to see you again.
You too.
No one should have to put up with this. You'll go too far.
He knows when to stop.
You should listen to yourself. You can't just walk away, you know.
I can't.
What's stopping you? You could be out of here today before he gets back.
I don't know. I don't think I could cope. Joe does everything. handles the money, pays the bills, organises stuff for me. I'm useless.
That's what he wants you to think, because as long as you do, he can control you. Can't you see that? This is no life, Lisa. You deserve better.
I've nowhere to go.
And what about family?
I've got a sister in Leeds, but she's married with kids. I don't think they'll want me getting in the way. And I can just hear her gloating now. Told you not to marry him in the first place.
Then what about if I could arrange a place for you? The safe house, would you go?
I don't know.
Come on, Lisa, before it gets worse.
It might not.
You told me that this all started with him just shouting, intimidating you, threatening violence. But then one day he slapped you, nothing much more of a shock than anything, but then the slaps turned to punches. Then broken bones. What next? This time you got off lightly.
Okay.
I was brought up to respect the police, and I do. It's a difficult job. But when something like this happens, you lose faith, don't you?
It's better if you keep quiet.
I'm sorry. And that's why I'm taking this further. I'm gonna have to speak to my wife. God knows what kind of poison they're giving her, do you know what I mean?
Does that hurt? Well, I think you've broken a couple of ribs, Mr. Carson.
I knew it. I tried telling them, Doctor, but they wouldn't believe me.
You'll need taken to hospital for an X-ray.
Well, I want them done for this. I want to speak to that bitch who's in charge.
There's been plenty of support today for an impossible task. The promising 3-year-old Billy, which came in a close second last time out. Odds have shortened from 4-1 to 7-2. Next to impossible task is Sassy Sarah.
Can I explain? Yeah. Outside. Go on then, I'm listening.
Just let me put this bet on first, will you? All right, all right. Look, this bloke owed me a couple of £100 he couldn't pay back, so he offered me his chequebook. He was giving me a day on it before reporting it stolen. I know I shouldn't have took it. Anyway, I made a bad job of his signature, didn't I? And it all came on top.
Oh, so this bloke just let you loose with his chequebook, did he? That's very generous of him.
Oh, give us a break, John. What about me, man?
What about her?
Should be gutted if I get
You should
arrested.
have thought of that. Come on.
What if I get sent down? Who's going to look after her then, eh? Come on. You know how bad she is with a chest. She can barely make it up the stairs on her own these days, you know. She relies on me.
What, you? It's my mum who goes round to clean for her and do her shopping.
I give her money towards the bills.
What, from knock-off gear you've sold?
I've changed, Con. Honest. I've got a window cleaning around now. I can't make a go of things. This was just a stupid mistake. Please?
Connie.
Your call. Whatever you want to do is fine by me. And it's not as if anybody got hurt, is it?
You'd be happy to turn a blind eye.
Like I say, your call.
Give me the chequebook.
What?
Give me the chequebook. And the guarantee card. Now! If I hear you doing anything else wrong, your feet
Control
won't
to
touch...
5217.
Go ahead, Control.
Thanks, Con. Cole said you were a good one.
I'm doing this for Auntie Rita's sake, not yours. And if it wasn't for her, you'd be on your way to the station. Right now. Do you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Remember, you've been warned.
It wasn't me. He must have fallen awkwardly on the stairs.
No need to explain.
There's a lump further back. He banged my head against the wall.
Did you lose consciousness?
No.
Dizziness? Headache?
No.
Good. Now, can I see your hands, please?
I didn't hit him. I knocked them, that's all.
We'll need to take a photograph.
Well, you do believe me, don't you?
I'm sorry, it's really not for me to decide.
Please. Have a seat. Maddie, can you stay with Lisa?
Yeah, of course.
I'll be back in a minute. Any luck?
Not yet. Might have a place for tomorrow.
At least need someone tonight.
I've still got a few more places to call.
Okay, keep trying. Harry, what exactly happened with Joe Carson this morning?
Didn't Mim tell you, Mum?
I'd like to hear it from you.
Carson got a bit out of order. Needed restraining.
Do you think Miriam acted appropriately?
Self-defence. She did what she had to do. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no two ways about it.
Okay. Let me know when you find somewhere.
Steve, that checkbook our Carl used, it's stolen. Taken in a burglary on Finton Street the other night.
That was the hospital. It's been confirmed. 2 broken ribs.
Great. I'm screwed.
Ma'am, we got a minute. Complaints want to interview you tomorrow, so make yourself available. You can have a solicitor with you if you want.
No, I'll be fine on my own.
Do you want to tell me what happened? The super's already had a word with me about it.
I lost it. Completely. He pinned me against the wall, I banged my head. I thought he was going to hit me. But then when he didn't, when he let go, I don't know, I just... And then when he went upstairs after Lisa, I just had to stop him.
See.
I've never been that angry before. I frightened myself.
What you did isn't acceptable, but we all know these sort of things happen. We'll just have to go through the investigation and hope for the best.
Yeah, but if I get done, I could get thrown out of the force, couldn't I?
No, these things never come to that.
What's going to happen at the interview?
We'll just tell them the truth. You should be okay.
Should be.
I don't think this is a good idea.
Please, Lisa, relax.
If I left now, I'd be back before him, and he wouldn't even know I'd gone.
You're not going back there. Excuse me.
Yeah, Ma'am, I found her a place on Manor Park. Yeah, I know, but it was that old.
Yeah, thanks.
Should I take her over there?
No, it's all right, I'll do it.
You'll do it?
If that's okay with you, Tiger.
Well, yes, Ma'am, of course it is. It's just that, well, to be honest, well, actually, I wanted to help. It was sort of me that got her to press...
It's Michael, sorry. Superintendent Blake? OK, thanks, Danny. They're bringing Joe back from hospital to charge him, then bail him. We should get a move on.
Carl! I can't believe I was so stupid.
We?
All right, me. You didn't exactly try to persuade me.
I didn't know he was into burgling houses then, did I? Hey! Trying to catch him. What does it look like?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, sure.
I want to know where my wife
See you
is.
in a sec, yeah. Okay, see you soon. Yeah, okay, bye. Bye.
Where's my wife?
Sorry?
Where's she gone?
It'd help if I knew who she was and who you are.
Lisa Carson. I'm her husband, Joe.
And are you saying she's gone missing?
No.
Then what?
Can I speak to someone in authority?
You are.
Somebody who knows what's going on.
My pleasure. Take a seat.
Do you fancy that bean fellow? No way. You do.
Ah, what a nice surprise. You put anybody else in hospital today?
What do you want, Mr. Carson?
I want to know where my wife is. Is she here?
No.
Well, she's not at home and some of her stuff is gone.
I'm afraid we can't help you, sir, so you best leave.
Please, I need to speak to her.
Mr. Carson, you've been released on police bail, which means you have to stay out of trouble until your case is dealt with. So turning up here and shouting the odds isn't going to do anyone any good.
I'll see you in court.
Is this it?
There's nowhere else available. Important thing is it's safe. It'll look better when you've got a few of your own things in here.
It's a bit much to take in.
Making the move's the hardest part. But believe me, it'll get better.
Why are you doing this?
It's my job.
But why you? Couldn't you just get one of your officers to do all the running round?
Some things I like to do myself. Anyway, I'd better go. You going to be okay?
Yeah.
You sure?
No? I'll try.
Take care.
Don't worry, ma'am. I've got us into a good lead. We can afford a few cock-ups.
Good to know there's something you're good at.
Beginner's luck! Yeah, you're just jealous, Alton.
That was great.
What's up with your gob?
Nothing.
Mim, you're a good copper who's had a bad day.
Mim, your turn.
Ooh, the idea is to hit those white things at the end. Take no notice, love.
Done?
Go on then, if you insist.
I'll have an orange juice.
I'll get her a beer or something.
I don't want one.
One orange juice coming up.
Big day tomorrow.
Leave it, will you?
You'll be all right.
Unless you get Adams, of course.
Yeah. The smiling assassin.
Shut up.
Oh, mind his ribs.
But I don't know whether I'm up to it.
You make a great sergeant.
pass my exams.
You will.
Greg keeps telling me I'm wasting my time.
Look, if I can do it, you can do it.
Oh, come off it. You're way smarter than I'll ever be.
How'd you work that one out?
Because you tell us what to do 1 minute and then you're laughing and joking the next.
That's called being two-faced.
No, Jim. You're good at your job.
Hello? Lisa? Lisa, I know it's you. Speak to me, love. Come home. I miss you.
The strength seems to be training away from Oates, and Patterson's piling it on. He's going to have to try to stop this unless he can pick
You're early.
You're late.
Went for something to eat with the girls.
You have enough money?
Yeah, had a bit of luck. Got a full house.
How much do you win?
100 quid.
Oh, a nice one. That can go towards the phone bill, that.
There's none left.
You're joking.
I bought the meal. Whoever wins always does.
No, that's all right, then.
Don't stop.
Look, I'm going down the Flaming Chippy and you're stuffing your face in some restaurant. We're supposed to be tightening our belt.
How much did you spend tonight?
Well, that's different.
Oh, I thought it would be.
To do with where?
I'm going to bed.
Oh, you look rough.
Yeah, I feel it.
What time did you get back last night?
Don't know, what time do we leave the club?
Late.
Another long day.
Oh, don't worry. I'll look after you.
Oh, cheers, mate.
And no heroics today.
What was that?
I jumped a walkway yesterday chasing someone, frightened the life out of me.
You need to get a statement from a Mrs. Collins, 52 Anson Street. Had her hanging basket stolen.
Oh, and that job for Special Branch. On our way, Sarge. We'll try Carl's place first.
Mim, complaints have been on. They'll be here to see you at 1:30. OK?
Yeah. Tom's Bishop Jew.
Hey, one-ish. Hey, where you going?
Out.
Where?
Check on Lisa, see if she's all right.
What is it with you and her?
What do you mean?
Why the interest?
Gets me out of the station.
So do local authority meetings, but you avoid them like the plague.
Being super doesn't mean I can't get involved.
It's just that it all seems a bit personal to me.
It is. Personal.
Mim, will you give us a minute?
Tiger?
Mum?
You okay? Do you want me?
What? No. Yeah. Well, no, not really. It's not important.
What isn't? I haven't seen anybody this nervous since my husband first asked me out, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think you're about to do that.
No, Mum, I'm not. No offence meant.
None taken. It's about Lisa.
No. I am a PC. That's what I am. That's what I will always be. None of this sergeant nonsense. I like the crack. I love the crack. I love being part of the gang. It means a lot to me, an awful lot to me. And what I really, really hate is somebody who's a grass. But I'm worried about Steve. There you go, I've said it now.
Go on.
Well, Connie said yesterday that she saw him jumping off a walkway, collaring somebody.
How high?
Well, enough to give Connie a fright.
And?
He's not right. I mean, we saw him running into a burning building. I've been in the car with him when it's crashed twice. He's a risk. I mean, mainly to himself. But I would hate to see him get hurt.
You'd have thought it.
What's that, Mum?
We're in danger of agreeing.
I just thought you should know, that's all.
Tiger? Thank you.
He's not going to come back here. Not now he knows we're looking for him.
Either that or he's not answering the door.
Want me to find out?
What's that for?
You wanted to get in, didn't you? After you. receipts.
Bucky's then pub.
Hi. Just pop by to see how you're doing.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Can I come in? Joe came looking for you at the station last night.
Yeah?
Obviously, we didn't tell him where you were. You sleep all right?
Yeah.
Starting to get used to the place. You know, you should contact social services. They might be able to help you financially.
Yeah. I'm sorry, look, I don't want to be rude, but, well, I've got a few things to do.
Right. I'll leave you to it then. Call me if you need to, Lisa, won't you?
Yeah.
Good luck.
What are you doing here?
I'm sorry.
What are you apologising for?
It was a mistake. I shouldn't have left.
You don't have to explain yourself to her. Come on, darling, get your stuff. Let's go home. Why don't you leave us alone?
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
I suppose your marriage is perfect, isn't it?
My husband's never hit me, if that's what you mean.
Oh, that's a pity.
What did you say?
I'm sorry, babe, I can't help you. Me ribs are killing me.
Don't, Lisa.
Can you get out of the way, please?
You don't have to.
I want to. I love him.
Hey, Lisa, I've been thinking maybe we should go away for the weekend. What do you reckon? Go to the lakes or something. Bit of fresh air, do a bit of walking. I think the break will do us both good. Come on, what do you reckon? Say yes.
Lisa, think about why you left.
Don't you ever give up. You know, you should concentrate on sorting out your offices and stop interfering in our lives.
He hasn't changed. He's still going to hit you. Is that what you really want?
Shut it. I don't want to know. Oh, by the way, that flat of yours could do with a tidy.
Not your lucky day, is it? What?
That's Jim's wife.
Come on. You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence. You do not mention the question. Your legs will not be caught. You do say that you used it evidence.
He's cutting into my wrists.
Tough.
I need a word, Con, alone.
If you've got anything to say, you say it to both of us.
I could make things awkward for both of you. What would your bossy say if I told him about yesterday, about letting me off? If you let me go, I won't drop you in it.
Don't try and threaten me. I shouldn't have listened to a word of your sob story yesterday. You couldn't give a stuff about anyone but yourself.
All right, what if we do a deal then? I'll tell you who buys me stolen gear. Barry Telfer. He's got a lock-up on Alibi Way. I thought we had a deal.
Did we? Looks like lying runs in our family.
Susan!
You're early.
Good afternoon to you as well.
I wasn't expecting you, that's all.
Obviously.
Have a seat.
I thought you could show me around. I'd be interested to see the changes you've made to improve our performance results. That's if you're not too busy.
No.
We should see a film tonight. Tarlov. Have a little drink afterwards, eh?
If you want.
Hang on. Did I ask for mushrooms?
No, but I just...
Did I ask for mushrooms?
No.
This bread's stale.
I've
I've only just bought it.
Well, then they're selling you stale bread. If I said it's stale, it's stale. All right? Hello? No, that's no problem, no? Haven't they viewed that one before? Hey, that looks promising then, yeah? All right then, bye. I'm going out.
PC De Silva.
Sir?
I'm Chief Inspector Adams. Complaints and discipline.
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
We should have.
Instead, you tried to cover it up.
It was my fault.
No, we're both to blame.
It was my idea to let him go.
I shouldn't have listened. Shut up, the pair of you. If one of you fouls up or goes to make a mistake, I expect the other one to put them straight.
Sorry.
You're receiving a commendation in a minute, a pat on the back from the Chief Constable, and you're going around making the kind of mistake I wouldn't expect from a probationer. And you want to be a sergeant? If you think this is a tough call, you're in for a very big shock.
It won't happen.
Too right it won't. Or believe me, you won't know what hit you.
Now, before we proceed with the interview, I need to caution you. Okay? You'll need to speak, please.
Sorry. Yes, sir.
You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something you later rely on in court.
When joining the force, we're under no illusions. We accept that, on occasion, risking one's life in the course of duty is part and parcel of the job.
Speak for yourself.
But that doesn't stop us from recognizing and celebrating acts of courage.
Get on with it.
And rescuing someone from a burning building was, I'm sure you'll agree, a remarkably courageous act. And in recognition of that, it gives me great pleasure, is indeed an honor, to award PC Trainer with this commendation for bravery. Well done.
Beep!
Would you like to say a few words?
No, thanks, sir.
Okay, could I get a photograph, please?
And where was your partner at this point?
Tiger was...
PC Barton.
Sorry. PC Barton was at the top of the stairs.
And what happened next?
Well, Mr. Carson was trying to get up the stairs to his wife.
So you tried to stop him?
Yes.
And how did you do that?
I grabbed his legs to pull him down the stairs.
So Mr. Carson was pulled face down to the bottom of the staircase?
I had to restrain him, sir. He'd already pinned me against the wall and...
Was he trying to attack you at this point?
No, not exactly, sir. But I knew he was dangerous. He was trying to get to his wife again. I thought he might hurt her.
But you told me that PC Barton was at the top of the stairs with Mrs. Carson.
Yes.
Well, so he could have stopped Mr. Carson from getting to the top of the stairs.
I suppose so, but... I was only trying to do my job.
I'm trying to do mine, which is why I need to establish the facts.
Where you going?
My sisters.
Your sisters?
Just for a few days.
What's the matter, love?
I've had enough.
Oh, look. I know I was out of line before, but can you blame me after all that's happened? Come on, let's sit down, let's talk about this.
There's nothing to say.
can't just leave.
I can't take it anymore.
I'm sorry.
You always are.
But I'll change.
I've heard it all before.
I will, I promise. Please, Lisa.
No, it's too late.
I'm not letting you go.
You can't stop me. Just get out of my way.
I said, you're staying.
Man, Lisa Carson.
What again?
Neighbour says she's heard her screaming. Apparently all hell's broken loose by the sound of it.
I'll go.
With you.
Lisa! Lisa?
She's upstairs.
Control to all units.
Oh, well, you were asking for it.
Be on the lookout for Lisa Carson, female, age 28, approximately 5'6", dark hair, wanted on suspicion of murder.
Chaps, can you check down the back while the legs out in the field? Steve, check this house here. Ask the neighbours if they've seen anything. We got the place sealed off and we got officers out looking for Lisa. Sue?
I should have stopped her.
You weren't here.
I should have stopped her going back to him. I could have said something, I could have done something. I had the chance, I didn't take it.
There's nothing you could do. This is about Joe and Lisa, not you. Hang on. This has happened to you, hasn't it?
Yeah.
What, from your first marriage?
I thought having been there, I'd have some insight. I thought, I know what I'm doing. But I was so busy worrying about what might happen to Lisa. It's never occurred to me.
And why should it? I mean, Lisa had a choice, but she returned. She didn't have to.
After he hit me, that was it. I mean, there was no going back, but some people can't do that. Some people can't break away. I was lucky.
Yeah, this. I'll do it. Lisa.
I have to do it.
You're gonna have to come with us. 5382 to control.
Tiger and Connie have just picked up Lisa Carson. They're on the way in.
Steve?
Yeah.
I'm putting you on desk duties as from tomorrow.
What?
In the circumstances, I think it's in everyone's interest.
Why?
I'm worried about your behaviour out on patrol.
Then how come I've just been given a commendation?
This isn't a permanent move, just till I'm satisfied everything's okay.
It would help if I knew what I'm supposed to have done wrong.
Can you honestly say that your approach to the job hasn't changed since Dee died?
Yes.
I disagree.
How can you afford to have me on desk duties when the scale's already stretched as it is?
That's my problem, not yours.
Well done, good collar.
Thanks, boss.
Hey, your dawn's been on, just returning your call.
Thanks, Bill. Connie, you've got a good future ahead of you. I'd hate to see you throw it away.
Thanks for not telling the super about Carl.
I would have done it if I thought it'd happen again.
It won't.
Right, I better go and see what my better half wants.
You are not going to believe what's just happened. Super's gone and put me on desk duties.
Yeah?
She reckons I've not up to the job. What does she know? She spends most of her time sat in her office.
I couldn't agree more, mate.
Somebody must have said something. Wouldn't be Connie. Ah, Mim.
It was me.
You.
Sorry.
I thought you were my mate.
I had to.
You had to?
I was afraid that you were going to get hurt.
Oh, thanks for the concern.
Well, if not you, somebody else.
What are you trying to say?
That you've been taking risks.
No, I haven't.
Well, what about crashing the car?
We were in pursuit, weren't we?
You ran into a fire without a second thought for your own safety. Yesterday, you threw yourself off a walkway. I am not going to stand around and wait for your luck to run out.
Then say something to me. Don't go up to the super behind my back.
Steve, you don't listen. I knew this is the way you'd react.
Oh, my fault, is it?
I'm just doing it for your own good.
So I'm supposed to thank you, then?
Well, one day you might.
Hiya.
You look very glad.
I should hope so, the time it took me to get ready.
Like the dress.
Thanks. Catalogue. Still paying for it.
Where are you off to?
Jim's taking me for a meal.
Do you like kebabs?
That new Italian in town, if you don't mind.
It's supposed to be nice.
And expensive.
I'm obviously worth it.
Here.
Meal, flowers.
He's after something.
Must be.
Thanks, it'd be nice.
Oh, thanks, Jim.
Yeah, see you tomorrow then.
Ta-ra.
Bye.
Good night.